everyone, I'm Melanie Foxcroft from MF Consulting, and I'm back with Maarten from Tech Genius. Today we are joined by a special guest, Jacomien Truter from Business Control Online, who specializes in business management systems. Welcome, Maarten and Jacomien.
Thanks, Melanie.
So, Jacomien, just tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, I have been involved for the past 30 years in my career in systems, business systems. And in the last 10 years, it was specifically in compliance systems. And I had the opportunity to be a key role player in developing integrated management systems for the big 5 scopes, and see that the benefits to a business of those systems.
So tell us a little bit about your first meeting with Tech Genius, that first famous brainstorming session.
That was about 2 years ago, March 2019. From my experience and background, I've realized that specifically in management systems, there's a huge need to make things simpler. And so I contacted Maarten and I explained to him what I want to do, what my ideas are, and yes, that's where it started.
So Maarten, after this first brainstorming session, what process did you follow and what were the specific needs?
Yes, so what makes Jacomien's sort of requirements unique is most of the time when a business starts out, they start out really small and they just try to do everything for everybody, and that's where they get started, and eventually they find a niche, and then the business problem changes from not having enough business to having too much business, and that's when they start to realize that they really need systems in place, and then that's when they usually start to take business automation really seriously. Now, what makes Jacomien unique is that she needed to have a system like this in place before she could start doing business, because she's basically selling an automated system to her clients. So it's very different from the norm. And Jacomien was trying to do something which is quite new in the industry, which hasn't been done before. And I think I'm going to leave it to her to fill in the blanks and explain to you what that was.
Well, I realized that management systems is too much for any business, small or big, new or old. And it's a universal requirement for all businesses. So I realized here is an opportunity in the market where one can automate these pockets of have-to-dos that is just a lot of work, or very difficult for companies if you don't have the expertise or if you don't have the correct support in place. So the idea was to do a web application that's accessible to everybody, that's not costing a huge amount of money, and that anybody can help themselves, can access and can help. It must be really an easy, user-friendly guide that allows you to build a system that's fit for your business, that works with your business and your business culture and your way of doing things.
So Jacomien, what kind of pockets are currently available?
Well, at the moment, the first one that we've approached is the health and safety files for contractors. So by law, every employer who has employees on his site is responsible for their health and safety, and that would include non-employees that they request to come and do something on their site. Anybody, a contractor, a person that installs a machine, that builds something for them, construction work, or any person that comes on their site. and they need to cover their business risks with a health and safety file. That is the practice, how you cover your business risks with a health and safety file. And the contractors that come on board, those are the guys that really struggle with the huge administrative load that these health and safety files put on them. And they must keep it up to date. They must know all the requirements from the law. And it is a administrative logistical nightmare at best sometimes. So this system now is a solution for them, an automated solution for them, where this file is available online. It tells them what is required by law, and it's based on the questions that the system asks them to complete. And on those answers, the system tells them, this is what you need, and you have it or you don't have it. The system keeps record of that as well for him.
So Jacomien, the services that you provide, is it subscription-based, and how affordable is it?
It is subscription-based. The minimum package is 500 Rand a month. So for 500 Rand a month, a person can build as many project files as they would like. And keep record of everything, yeah.
So Jacomien, what was your experience working with the Tech Genius team?
It was a very nice experience in the sense that I knew Tech Genius, so I already knew that I did make the correct choice to do this, because I knew that there was two kinds of websites. There was a website that looks beautiful and that gives you information, and then there was a website that had something else in the background, system in the background, and that was what I was after. And that is where Maarten, where Tech Genius comes in, because they are familiar with that and they have got the expertise to do that. And specifically, Maarten, with his background, also has an understanding of my world, which helped me a lot. But yes, then after that, they guided me, because I had no idea. I'm not an IT tech. I had this idea, I want an online business. I don't have the experience, the exposure, anything. So I was completely in their hands to get me where I needed to be. And they did. They understood where I wanted to be, and they got me there.
And tell me, Maarten, coming back to you, what was the part of the project that you enjoyed most?
Well, Jacomien made me think really hard. Because you really have to understand, the kind of challenges that people in the industry that she's dealing with sit with. Now, I don't have all the expertise that she has in quality management, so it was really very much a team effort of brainstorming. She would basically explain to me what the challenges are, and then we needed we systematically mind map this thing and understanding the processes that they would follow. And once we had these systematic processes in place and we understood it, and we realized what kind of data do we need to capture into the system and how to make it really user-friendly, that's when we basically had the complete solution and we could start developing it. But it was quite a process because it's never been done before. So, you're pioneering. So you're trying to think, and we didn't just go with the first draft. I mean, we went through a lot of drafts, and it's pretty much a matter of sitting there, putting a draft together, and then going away, and she would think of things, and I would think of things, and we come back and we say, all right, this needs to be fine-tuned, and that needs to be fine-tuned. So it's not just a matter of coming up with something that's perfect, you need to refine it.
And then finally, I just want to ask, Jacomien, if people want to get hold of you and your specific systems, compliance systems that you make available, how would they get in touch with you?
Well, they can contact me via email on support@businesscontrol.co.za, or they can phone me on 084 6677 144. Or they can go to the website www.businesscontrol.co.za. everything is set out there for what's available.
Well, thank you guys. It was a really enlightening discussion that we've had. I know a little bit more now about the different systems that you can put in place and how Tech Genius works. As always, stay tuned, stay safe, and don't forget to visit techgenius.co.za for all your business process automation needs.